Friends, wait until you see how easy it is to make tear-off notepads that look store-bought. No fancy machines, no complicated steps, and definitely no craft room meltdowns. Well, actually, that's not entirely true, because one of these projects I actually did have a little bit of a meltdown with. That's okay. Today, I'm going to show you how to make tear-off notepads, sticky notes, a magnetic list, and my personal favorite, a desk calendar. Look at Oh, I'm using basic supplies. You probably already have some of these. In just a few steps, you'll have notepads perfect for your desk, for gifts, or maybe even to sell. I'm just saying. Make sure to stay to the end to see how they all work out. Spoiler alert, they don't all work out as I planned. But that's okay. We learn a lot of things. Anyways, friends, thanks so much for being here, friends. Okay, now are you ready for your next obsession? Let's do this. Okay, we're going to start off strong with your basic OG tear-off notepad. This blew my mind on how easy it was. Like, why am I buying these? They're so easy and they're amazing. I cannot wait for you to see this. And the sky's the limit on these. You could do just pads that you could write on. You could do to-do lists. You could... So exciting. I can't wait for you to see this. Okay, friends, prepare to have your minds blown. All right, maybe it's just me. Anyways, we're going to make some notebooks. They're tear-off notebooks, and I am so excited. So for this, you're going to need some binder clips. Here they are. I also have some pieces of cardboard. I have a nice heavy piece of cardstock also. I have some regular matte Mod Podge, a brush, and I have some printouts. I made these in Canva. My sizing is 8.5 by 11, cut it in half, and now we have, half of that. So we're going to make a, what's it called? A tear-off notepad. So we're going to cut our notepads in half. You could do a full sheet one too if you wanted, but I'm just doing a 5.5 by 8.5 sheet. And this, I think I did, I think it was 30 pages. So you could do many, or you could do a really big one, however you want to do it. So here we have our piece of cardstock or cardboard, and we stack it with our printout. Now, you want to make sure, that it's all together, nice and straight, right? Then once that's all together nice and straight, you want to make sure you protect the cover. So I have that piece of cardstock on top of that, and we're going to put some binder clips on it just to keep it safe, right? We don't want it to get all glue and all of that. So here we have it. It's nice and straight. Everything, all of the paper looks good. I'm going to put binder clips on both sides, and then we're going to go to the next step. This is, I'm not even kidding. I am so excited about this. If you're a notebook paper person, yeah, this is the stuff. Let me just tell you. I, again, am doing 2 notebooks with mine. So, obviously same song, second verse, right? But it's one thing I found, and this is going to sound so like, hello, yeah, duh. But if you kind of tap it on the table, so just for the top and then on the side, it's pretty much good. If you're doing the bottom, you're going to have to flip it over and do the top. So might as well just do the top. But now we have both of them. They're nice and straight. So now we have our Mod Podge. I put my Mod Podge in a little cup, and then I just dip the brush in it, and then I go over the very top edge with the Mod Podge. I don't do a wicked thin layer, but I don't do a wicked thick layer either. You don't want it all globby and dripping, but you also want to make sure that it's on there, and so you'll see here. Now, this dries super fast. I was so surprised. So I put this on, and I put a binder clip in the center, and we're going to let it dry. It probably took maybe 5 to 10 minutes. I was so surprised. So there it is. Take the top binder clip off. Same song, second verse. You're going to do more Mod Podge. The Mod Podge that we're doing now, I probably am going to do, I think I did 3 or 4 layers. Do as many as you feel like you'd need to. I wouldn't necessarily think you'd need to go more than 4 because, I mean, really, it's a tear-off notepad. it's not Fort Knox. You'll be okay. So once all of your layers are on and it's dry, you're going to take your clips off and you're going to take that top one off, right? Because you don't need that one. That one's just to protect the top. And are you kidding me? Are you kidding? I am so excited. This makes me so happy. Look at how cute it is. I love it. And the sky's the limit. Yes. Did I go a little crazy? Yes. Look I did to-do lists. I did another one that's a Taylor Swift theme for my daughter-in-law. I just went to town. Honestly, you could do so many different iterations of this. So excited.
Awesome, right? Agreed. Obsessed. Completely. Okay. Coming up next, I'm going to try my hand at making some sticky notes. Maybe they'll work out. Maybe they won't. Let's see how it goes.
Okay, friends, let me try my hand at making some sticky notes. Spoiler alert, this does not turn out well. So for this project, you're going to need some repositional glue sticks. I got these at Michael's. I also have some binder clips. Got those at Dollar Tree. I have some heavy cardstock, and I also have a piece of cardboard. And then I have this printout I had from Canva that I made, and I printed maybe 20 pages. I'm going to cut it down so that I have just the little squares. I believe the squares are like 2.5-inch squares. However, they math out for that page, but there's still a long piece on the page left. So I wound up putting a little thing to make a grocery list with it. I'll show you that after. Anyways, there they are. So what we're going to do is take our craft stick, take our stack of squares that we cut out, take our binder clip, make sure that all of the little squares of paper are aligned so it's nice and flat, right? Then take your binder clip and clip the side, the bottom, whatever. Clip one side. Then I'm going to flip them over, and we're going to go to the very first page. So it's going to be that bottom of that stack, okay? And I have a piece of cardstock on the table because we're going to take that repositional craft stick, or glue stick rather, and we're going to put a strip on the top and then put the next page on top of that and then adhere it. And we're going to do that for the entirety of this stack. So again, turn the page, press it down, add more of your glue stick, do another page, do that for the whole thing. There it is. Okay. Now, I think some mistakes were made. First of all, I was like, there's some of it sticking out, so I had to wipe that down. I did take the binder clip and I put it on where we put the glue so that it could maybe dry. This did not go well. Let me just say this. It didn't go well. I think the problem was that I maybe should have left the glue to dry before I put them together, is what I think maybe is the problem. But this is what we have. I take the sticky note off, and it kind of, I don't know, it makes it all wrinkly. Does it stick? Yes, it actually does stick. So I'm not mad. This is after I left it for a day with the binder clip on it. I actually was going to throw it away. But here, you'll see some of the pieces, some of the paper gets, torn off because it's stuck too much. But here it is on a piece of cardstock, just so you can see that it actually does stick. So it's not completely a fail. But look at how wrinkly it is. It's not as pretty as I was hoping. Again, I don't know. Maybe there's a way that we can fix it. Who knows? But anyways, it was worth a try, right? Anyways.
Yeah. That did not go well. Tell me in the comments if you have any tips. Any of my paper maker, notebook makers out there, if you have any tips, because that was bad. Agreed. But we learned some stuff, right? And because we learned some stuff and because it didn't work out, I'm going to do a couple extra projects because I can't end like that, right? Anyways, before I forget though, friends, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and that bell notification so you don't miss out on any of the Crazy Pants DIY fun. Okay, coming up next, we're going to use some of the excess piece that I had printed. We're going to make an adorable grocery list, and it's magnetic and it's awesome, and I can't wait for you to see it.
Okay, let's make some grocery lists that is magnetic for our fridge. This is super fun and easy. All right, so you need some binder clips. You also need this is heavy duty cardstock. I also have a piece of cardboard, and I have see that long strip of the printout that I had from the debacle of making the sticky notes? You'll see that video. Yes. Anyways, cut down your strip of paper. There it is. Ta-da, right? You also want to cut down your strip of cardboard because you need a backer. There's that. Ta-da. Again, this was just a scrap at the end of making those note cards. You could make this any size you wanted. This is just what I had left over. So you're going to put your paper together, and you want to make sure that it's nice and flat, like make sure everything's nice and even. Then you're going to take a piece of cardboard the same size as the width and put it on the top. Okay, we want to protect the top piece. Then you're going to put your bonder clips on top of that. Then we're going to take some Mod Podge and a brush, and we're just going to brush some on the very top edge of those words are hard, at the top of our paper that we have sandwiched between the cardstock and the cardboard. I don't know why words are so hard. It's irritating though, hey? So there it is. And you're going to let it dry. Once it dries, you're going to do that 2 more times. Like you want to have 3 coats-ish. Okay? We're going to set that off. Let it dry. This is a magnetic sheet. I'm going to cut it about that size on the back. Same width as our list, but, much smaller, probably 1/4 of it. So you're going to take that cardboard off. You don't need it anymore. And look at, it's all on there. It's on there. It's a tear-off notepad, and I am excited. So again, here we have our magnetic strip. We're going to cut it down. We're going to put this on the back of our list. You could do the whole back if you wanted to, and then it would really stick onto your refrigerator. But I was trying to be mindful and not use a whole lot. There it is. And are you kidding me? But now we have a list we can put on our fridge, so that way when we run out of stuff, we can write it down on the list and have it available the next time we go to the store. Are you kidding me? I mean, love, 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 right? These are the tear-off notepads we did. Are they all match? You can make a matchy set? What? I know. And look, here it is on my fridge. You're welcome.
Was that fridge magnet pad thing adorable? So many options too, right? And I use scrap, right? I'm using the end. Whatever. Anyways, coming up, last project. I had to do this one because I felt like I had to redeem myself after that sticky note debacle. So we're going to make a tear-off desk calendar, and I'm so excited. Awesome. It's just awesome. I'm just saying. Anyways.
Are you ready for my most favorite project of all? I'm so excited about this. We are going to make a tear-off desk calendar. So to print these out, you'll hear my printer going in the background. To print these out, this is technically a 4.25 by 5 inch graphic, right? But when I go to print it, all I'm going to do is hit print, then more settings, then when down here where it says pages per sheet, I click 4. And now we've got our 4 perfect little pieces. Awesome, right? And as I mentioned, I'm printing it on my EcoTank ET4800. There it is. Listen, if there's a better way to print these and number them properly to not have to reorder them later, I don't know it. So tell me in the comments if you know it, because I don't. But this way, it's, done is better than perfect. And I needed a desk calendar, so hooray for that. Yippee! Okay, so here we have all of our printed pages for the year. Hooray. I just did it on regular copy paper. Nothing special. There it is. Love. I love it. And I am so excited I just did this easy peasy stuff in Canva. You also are going to need regular Mod Podge. I have some little clamps. You want to have them go at least 2.5 inches wide, if not 3 inches, depending on how thick your paper is. So I have a bunch of vices. So you're going to cut down your cardboard, and we're going to cut down our pieces of paper so that they are now the original size that we wanted them, right? Which is 4.25 by 5.5. Here it is. We cut them all down. Now, I don't know who has any information about how to make this so that I can print it and not have to restack it, but whatever. This is... It's all cut out, and now I have to put them all back together. And so that's all I'm going to do is just put them in order. Again, if you know how to do this, to print it without having to do that, hey, hallelujah. Now, I would encourage you, if you do have to do it this way, every so often, just make sure that everything is nice and aligned so that it's not such a big task later. So here we have all of them together. I have a nice big fat piece of cardstock, and on the other end I have some cardboard, right, for the backer. Then we're going to put our clamps on it. You could use binder clips if you had them big enough. There's that. We have 2 binder clips. We want to make sure that, the other thing is make sure that it is the top and not the bottom. Ask me how I know that. Then I have this vise that I had. I just figured it would make it easier. So I put that in the vise, and then I took some regular Mod Podge. Again, it's just matte Mod Podge, and I'm going to cover that whole top edge. Not super thick, but not super thin either. You can see that it's going on. And so the other thing I did was I took 2 Jenga blocks and another clamp, and I clamped it in the center just because I wanted to make sure that it stayed straight. And so what you're going to do is same process that you've seen me do the other notebooks. You're going to do a layer of Mod Podge, let it dry, probably 10-15 minutes tops. Then do another layer of Mod Podge. I think I did 4 layers total. There it is. It's all dry. I can't wait for you to see this. So we're going to take the clamps off. Now, when you go to do this, the blocks might be stuck on there. If that happens to you, I just took an X-Acto knife and just cut it so that it didn't tear my backer. Ta-da! Perfect. Take all the clamps off, take it out of the vise if you're using one. Then we're going to take that top cardstock off. We don't need that. That was just a protective layer. And look at this. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Look at how fun this is. What? They're all together, and then it's a desk calendar, so you'll just tear it off each day. You could do so many different variations of this. I did one because I wanted scripture and encouragement, and then maybe a little tip every day of an easy task I could accomplish. But look at how much fun. But you could do other things. My goodness, you could do survival tips. You could do Taylor Swift quotes. I mean, goodness, so many different options. But look at how great it is. And you could sell them, I bet. Cash money. I guarantee it. All right, I don't guarantee it, but you know what I'm saying. Anyways, friends.
Well, there you have it. Now you know how to make your own tear-off notepads. And friends, I told you, you could do so many things. These are great for gifts. These are great for yourself. But you could also, I'm telling you, I think you could sell these. I think these would sell. And if you put little sets together, do one of those belly bands. Oh, my lordy. Yes. I'm obsessed. I can't help it. Let me know in the comments which one is your favorite. Again, if you have a tip for doing sticky notes, because again, big fat flop, that's okay. They can't all be good, right? I'm just saying. Anyways, thank you so much for being here, friends. Don't forget, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and that bell notification so you don't miss out on any of the Crazy Pants DIY fun. I appreciate you being here so much. Like, seriously, I really do appreciate you. Okay, now it's your turn. Go make something pretty.